Propel Fitness Water. With Gatorade electrolytes, zero sugar, and vitamins, Propel hydrates better than water to help you get the most out of your workout and get back to your best self. What propels you? Propel with Gatorade electrolytes.
This episode is brought to you by Nordstrom. For 125 years, Nordstrom has been part of your story. The stylist who found the perfect outfit for your big interview. The first pair of walking shoes for your 1-year-old. The tomato soup you shared with your sister at the cafe. These are the moments that make Nordstrom, Nordstrom. Big or small, we're here for all of it. Celebrating 125 years with new moments still ahead. Discover it all in Nordstrom stores and at Nordstrom.com.
This episode is brought to you by PayPal. You had plans for the last days of summer. And back-to-school shopping has its own plans. School supplies, dorm essentials, your list doesn't stop. Neither does the spending. But when you pay in full with PayPal, you can pay over time. No interest, no fees. Check out with PayPal and get back to summer. Subject to approval. Learn more at paypal.com/payinfor. PayPal Inc. NMLS 910457.
Coach Unplugged is brought to you by great people over at teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. From the Fifth Quarter Studios in Madison, Wisconsin, you're listening to Coach Unplugged. Here is your host, Steve Collins.
Hey everybody, happy Thursday, episode 505 of Coach Unplugged. We're going to do part 2 of our interview today. 2 big things. Make sure you go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. It's my baby. It will not disappoint. It is the number one, in my opinion, resource for coaches out there. Also, go over and check out Dr. Dish. The technology behind Dr. Dish is second to none. I do not think you'll be disappointed. So go over and check that out. Tell them that I sent you. That would be awesome. That's one way. And also leave a. I don't say this often on this one. Leave a review. We really love the reviews. I read them all. If nothing else, go down on iTunes and leave that 5-star. That's the ones we want, those 5-star reviews. But let's head off to the podcast.
It's better for kids.
Yeah.
The shot clock does not. The argument that we're getting them ready to play in college is ludicrous. Like 4% of them are going to play in college. Why are we getting ready?
Exactly.
And it's not really that big of a problem. Like, I put it on in practice. We would not, unless you make it a 30, it's not going to be an issue. So why are we putting it in unless at the end of a game?
Yeah.
And we have the same problem. We have a hard enough problem finding someone to run the scoreboard properly.
Yep.
These guys that are doing the games are accountants or they're real estate people. That the officials don't have instant replay. Like, they can't tell if it hit the rim. It's going to be a judgment call at that point.
Correct.
Why would we put that on the officials? The officials don't want it, and our ADs don't want it.
No, and coach, and to be honest with you, you think about the college game. Well, if the men's and women's team have one person that does the 25-second or the whatever, one person, well, that could be 2 games a week. Could have a men's home game one week and a women's home game. Well, not us, because you got to play the JV with a shot clock, right? You're not just going to play.
No, they were going to do it just at the varsity level in Wisconsin. And I go, what are you talking about? Because they didn't want the expense of having to get other gyms.
Yeah. You
can't expect just to do it once.
No.
They're seniors or juniors or whatever.
Right.
That's not fair.
No.
I don't know. I think it's the game trying to do something that we don't necessarily need at this point. We need to court wider or move the rim up or something bigger like that.
It's amazing to me. It's so funny you said it's one of the big things I've often sort of marveled at, that the court's not wider yet.
It needs to be wider. It's too narrow.
I know. But still, guys are so dang big all over the court.
Oh yeah, we're in the biggest division in Wisconsin. I look at these guys. It's like someone's gonna get this is crazy.
Yeah.
And then the thing is, they're moving the college line back now.
Yeah.
Which I think is a great thing. And they're, I think it's this year in Division I, and then the following year it's going to be 2 and 3. Because they're giving them time to repaint the lines.
Yep.
That will be interesting it will be at least 10 years for the high school. The high school line's too close, in my opinion. But it's such a financial. Can you imagine them moving that line back and painting every court in every gym in the country?
and you may not see it all the time, but how many gyms are tight on the sideline at the high school level that if you move that line, you can't shoot a corner three.
I know.
So-
Well, there's a business. If anyone's listening to this, there's your business is how to put on another line cheap, basically.
Yeah.
How can you transfer another line on as cheap as possible?
Well, Coach, it's something, you sort of said there, unless the college game, the biggest rule change to me in the NBA has been the defensive 3 seconds.
Right.
People don't understand how far, if the ball's on the wing and you have to be in the opposite outside the paint area as the backside defense,
right?
That's a long way for you to try to get to come over and try to take a charge or wall up,
right.
And you hear people say, well, they don't play defense in the NBA. Well, you don't understand the rule. Like,
they don't. And the funny thing, what's weird is there's another push in our state to put the circle. I go, don't give the officials more things to worry about with the circle. Do you have 3 officials or 2?
3.
Yeah, we have 3. So that was a great addition to the game.
Yes.
And here's the reason for that, in my opinion, is there's always someone in front of me to talk to.
Yep.
I don't have to scream at them. I don't have to say, and I'm telling you, 90% of the time they'll say, Steve, I missed it. Steve, I saw this. I go, cool, done.
Perfect. That's it.
We're done.
Yep.
That's all I want. I just want to know what you saw.
Correct.
You saw this. I saw that. We're going to agree to disagree. But the problem is when there was only 2 and I was trying to figure out what's going on,
right.
That's when all the, stuff happened.
Because you look like the screaming lunatic at somebody.
Right.
And really you're just trying to get someone's attention to say, what did you see?
Yeah, his feet weren't set, or what did you? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I agree. That's the 3 thing was the smartest thing ever.
Yeah.
At least at the higher levels in high school, because the bodies are just crazy.
No doubt.
What would you tell a young coach?
I think the hard part and the big catch-22 for young coaches is this. They believe they have to win to gain respect with the parents and the kids.
Right.
Which shows they know their stuff. And the hard part is what you really want to do is develop a day in, day out process. Like, how are we getting better and what are we focusing on to get better?
Right.
I still
I think they're worried about losing their jobs. I try to remember back to my 20s and 30s, and I think I was always kind of like, ooh, are they going to come after me?
So my biggest thing with our coaches is this. Your record isn't going to make me fire you ever.
Right.
I will be in the gym. I want to see the process. We'll let it all play out. Show me that you're committed day in and day out to these kids.
Right.
And forget about what the result is. Don't worry about that. That if you're doing it right, the results will come. And I know at times that's a challenge because kids' minds today they're going every direction.
It's Snapchat, baby. It's
no
instantaneous. Doubt. Yes.
And it could be a little bit, Coach. It's easier for us as older guys to come into a situation because we're comfortable with what we know, what we don't know.
Yeah.
There's that early sensation where you're still trying to prove yourself, not only as a coach.
I've told my wife this. I said, if I ever take another job, if I move to Florida and take a job, it's like, okay. It's like, what happens if I get fired? I get fired. It's like, I know my stuff.
Right.
It's cool. I'm going to do what's right by the kids. You never know what the situation's going to give you.
Right. So I think, again, if I had to go back and say to a young coach, figure out the fundamentals of the game. Because I know you think you know them, and I don't care how high up levels you've played, you don't know them.
I still don't know them. I swear to God, I'm still boggled by how to teach a proper screen. It's been 30 years. It's like, oh my God. It's like
we bagged it, Coach. We bagged screens because I got sick and tired of getting called for moving screens all the time.
Right.
We went through a season a couple years ago. For the first 6 weeks, we refused to do any ball screens, and the only screens we would do a lot out of the beeline stuff is the the diagonal screen to screener type stuff, which
that's what we do.
Very difficult to go. I think it's the most difficult action to guard if you know how to defend.
Right. I think one of the difficult actions to defend is, and I'm teaching my son this, is the back screen.
Yeah.
He's a 3-point shooter. I said, Drew, if you set back screens, you will be. What do you mean? I go, they got to decide if they're going to defend the guy coming off the back screen or
Yes.
you popping.
Yep.
You can go deep. Like he can shoot deep, like way deep. It's like, well, which one are they going to defend?
Right.
Well, it goes, I never thought of that. I go, well, set some more back screens and you'll find out how open you are.
Yeah.
Or your teammate's going to get a layup.
And that's similar, I guess. Well, I think we're on the same page here. That's similar to the action I'm talking about in the beeline stuff.
Yeah.
Are the type of back screen actions and then getting a down screen off of it. There's just so much there that has to be guarded. And it irritates me when you watch a team figure it out and they don't even teach it. They don't even know what they're doing. They just got in the way almost, you know.
Right.
But teaching our guys that time to be slow with it a little bit, set the stuff, let the next thing happen. You know, and going back to the young coaches, I think it's important too, Coach, that you have a staff that you trust.
I'm telling you, there's 2 days. I've said this 1,000 times. 2 days that make your season. The day you pick your team, and the day you pick your staff.
Yeah.
Like I've had 2 staffs in 30 years. 2 staffs. Like literally, like now the problem with that is sometimes you get kind of pack mentality. We all start thinking away But I keep bringing new people in, and it's like I've said this. I don't know if you've heard me say it, but you need a Yoda. You need an older. I have someone that I went to his camp on my staff, so I have a Yoda. You need the like the graduate assistant guy who will do all that stuff that, to be honest with you, I don't want to do anymore. Just do that.
Yeah.
That's Nate. Nate's going to help you. Nate's going to do all that stuff for filling out the forms and stuff for you.
Yeah.
That's what he's going to do. He's awesome at it. He's a great coach. That's what he's going to do. And then you need a guy that's going to question you all the time.
Yep.
And I have one of those too, all the time. Like,
yeah. And
Mm-hmm.
I think what's important there too for young coaches is to give those coaches a voice.
Right.
Don't let them just stand there.
Yeah.
They've got to run segments. They've got to run drills. So I think
I haven't run an offensive segment in like 4 years. John does it. I don't care. It's like he's good at it. Go do it. Like, here you go.
And it gives ownership into the team mentality. And then when you do speak, you know, now all attention. You know, it's like I said, I would tell our coaches oftentimes, you know, there were various segments throughout a practice that I was literally the guy that stood underneath the hoop to make sure all the guys were off the end line.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was my job. That was my role. I would tell, hey, this is my job. I'm going to do my job the best I can right now. Get off the end line. You know, coaches out there talking, let them go through it. And I would often say, I have to own that bench, meaning those kids that aren't playing, they're my responsibility. The assistant coaches, you focus on what's going on out there. I get that. I can get their attention anytime I want to.
Right.
I got to make sure these guys sitting here who are getting 6 minutes, 4 minutes, 2 minutes, where is their mind? You know, how are they operating? And
I've started, you know what I started doing is I started videotaping the bench. So we break down bench. We break down bench conduct during the game.
That's awesome.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
It's like, it's not just about those five. Those five are easy.
Right.
Like we can shade that guy's not setting that screen. What are you doing? Like, are you ready? And then we'll break it down and I'll circle. It's like, you don't look like you're ready to go in the game. Maybe that's why you went in and missed your first 2 threes. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. I think it's so, it takes an extra camera to do it, but it's definitely worth it.
Now, do you guys use Huddle?
We do use Huddle. And and we just got, I don't know, he bought something through NFSH that's like an eye in the sky that follows the ball.
Did you buy the Pixelot system?
Yes.
Okay, so I bought the Pixelot system. Actually, I didn't buy it at Oxbridge. I want it. So I've been trying to get it approved, and the business office was just sort of, well, Pat, you know, I don't know. Can we wait on this? I go to a meeting and win the dang thing. I said, listen, there's nothing stopping me now. So then when I got to Windermere Prep to take this job, the first thing we did was I bought a Huddle camera for the gym.
Okay.
So what I'm leading up to is we're working on, these games should all be filmed live.
That's awesome.
And then you guys I've got to figure out how to make it so that when the game's over, you can just put that into your Huddle.
Yeah. I wonder if you're going to have to share it and then we download it and just upload it. I mean, that's like, as long as there's Wi-Fi, it's not a big deal.
We'll have to figure that out. So that was one of the things we wanted to make sure. And again, from our coaches, it's fantastic. You know,
it's awesome. We got it last year and we still taped because I didn't trust it. It's like, I'm like that old guy that I won't get in the automobile. I'm going to take my horse. I don't, it's like, tape is like See, I'm old school.
Yeah.
I've watched more tape than any human being should. I was old VCR guy, two decks, slow. I'm telling you, huddle and crossovers saved my marriage because the amount of time I would break tape down.
Yep.
And stats and all that stuff. It's horror. It was horror. But it taught me. It taught me a lot about the game.
Yeah.
That's
no
what
doubt. Going back to the tape, there's no doubt. Because I was a tape guy too. VCR tape. And you would sit there and it would be pause and you'd chart the stats yourself.
Right.
6 o'clock every morning after a game, 5 o'clock, whatever time I knew I needed to get in before school started to shot charge, possession, whatever and you think about it, I almost felt like when we got into the huddle world that I was cheating.
Right.
Like I had a process.
Well, here's the issue is I had an advantage. That's what takes me off. I had an advantage because I outworked you. Like I had more tape than you did. Now they got all the. It's like it's like now I got to find it. I remember sitting after my first season, my only losing season. We were 7-14. I would never forget this. I'm sitting there with one of my assistants who ended up being the principal at the school, and I go, I can't do this. I can't do this again. I can't go through. And then we literally on the bus ride home, it's like a 2-hour bus. He goes, you can out scout people, Steve. You can out scout them. This was 25 years ago. There's things that you can do to help your team.
Yeah.
That no one else will be willing to do. That's where you got to start. And then we talked about the youth program and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You can out scout people. And I go, ooh, I can. I can spend more time watching film.
Yeah.
And know exactly what you're going to do before you do. Now it's like it's almost cheating how easy.
So how about this, Coach? In Florida, you can't film the opposing team's game.
That's crazy to me. Like we'll be playing a game and I go, okay, who's here? Who's there? Who's there?
It's illegal.
That's crazy.
I know. There's teams, varsity teams, that will win state championships in Florida who don't even film their games.
Oh my God, I can't believe that. I can't. I mean, literally, like I don't know what I would do. I might hire a business to go out and tape for me if I lived in Florida. I swear to God, it's like, what are they going to do? Johnny's dad's going over there.
But that's the funny part, though. In today's day and age, when everyone has their phone or iPad and
you could hire a kid to go to the game. Go to the game, take your phone out, and tape it for you. I'll give you $50.
Yeah,
do that in a second.
Yeah,
like. So you're basically telling them that's what's wrong with the rule because we live in a world where everybody videotapes everything. You should be able to have access to all of it.
I couldn't agree more.
I don't know. That's just wow. Where else were we? We were playing somebody and we couldn't get any film on. And it's like, what? No one, you couldn't tape. It's like, I don't know. I think it's I have no problem sharing tape. It's like I want my guys to be prepared, your guys to be prepared.
Right.
What do you think the hardest thing to teach is?
I don't think it's necessarily a skill. I think it's the day in, day out process of getting better. I'm going to tell you a funny story, Coach. So I'm always a big believer in catching the ball with two hands. Again, old school Western PA mindset. So I had a freshman a couple years ago, and every time we'd go through a drill or something, he would catch it with and do this. So finally, and I would scream out every time, catch ball with two hands, catch ball with two hands. We get to right before the postseason starts that year, and I said, that's it. I pull the kid out of practice, and him and I now are on the sideline throwing the ball back and forth. And I said, we need to catch the ball with two hands. If you want to be a player,
right,
you need to learn how to catch the ball with two hands. I'm throwing him chest passes. But again, he's going like this. And I said, son, what's the problem here? I need you to catch it with – he says, Coach, quit yelling at me. I am. And I stopped for a second. I went, at the same time. He went, oh. It hit me. And I apologize to you. I did a horrible job coaching you.
Yes, I didn't teach you. Yeah.
I didn't teach you right.
Yeah.
But I think you meant this. I thought, to me, it sounded pretty self-explanatory. Catch the ball with two hands. And he was catching it with two hands.
Well, it's the whole demonstrate thing. You got to I mean, I swear you got to demonstrate. I personally think shooting is It's not what it was.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the analytics, it's all threes and layups.
No doubt.
It's all
So
threes and layups.
The mid-range game's gone. It's over. So it's funny.
I don't know what you can do to it other than maybe move the line back. I don't know if you can. I don't know what can change that. It's just I think the mid-range being gone has affected the game a lot.
It definitely has. Because I think it's affected how pick and roll is done. I think it's affected how much the game's played inside out. Because I just got done talking to our coach about it because we were back and forth about fronting the post and all this. And I said, Coach, why are you worried about it? Someone's going to roll the ball in there once or twice a game, wall them up, move on. They're not
to worry about like we're fighting in ours. Like, how do we want to handle screens? Like, It's like, okay, well, so I finally said, okay, here's what we're going to do all the time. And then we're going to adjust to our opponents. Now, when we come down there, we won't know our opponents as well, but everybody else we play, we know.
Yeah.
Exactly what they're going to do. We'll have tape on them. I said, then if we need to hedge, we'll do that for this team. If we need to switch for this team, we can spend 2 or 3 days. We can teach them that, and then we'll do it for that game.
Yep.
Otherwise, it's like, it's like always doing this, always doing that. I don't have them. I don't have them in the off season. I'm not like Bayline. I can't teach all that stuff. That's the problem.
Right. And I think that's sort of where we got into, drilling the heck out of sideline, baseline.
Right.
It was easy. I've been at really every school I've been at as a basketball coach was a football school. So I just really adopted the football mindset of not allowing kids to score, and we'll just figure out how to get the ball in the hoop at the other end.
Well, that's the only reason we were competitive last year. The last couple of years, we haven't had the guys, but we were competitive because we could defend people. Like, we could stop you. You might not score. The reason we didn't make it to the state tournaments because we had a stretch where we couldn't score.
Yeah.
Okay, I can live with that. I mean, it is what it is. But
so it's funny, Coach. One of my big pet peeves is I've gotten down to Florida and gone to the coaching world down here has been these kids, and this is amazing to me just from my background because I thought the kids in Western PA they know how to play basketball. They may not be the best basketball player. They know how to play the game, right? These kids here will spend 8 hours in the gym working on their game. And I'll always tell them, you've wasted 7 hours and 15 minutes because you really need 45 minutes of a focused workout. And they get lost in, Coach, I was in the gym for 4 hours. What'd you do for 4 hours?
I know. It's crazy. It's crazy. My son didn't play me. He's got some colleges looking at him and stuff. He didn't play AAU the last 2 years. And I said, or travel, I go, Drew, there's no reason for you to do that.
Right.
If you want to play for me, and if you ever want to play at the next level, we need to get in the gym in the summer and in the spring. And we need to work on your ball handling. We need to work on your shooting. We need to work on your strength. Because now I'll say, I said to him, if you want to go hang out with your friends and you want to go to Iowa and play 7 games in a day, we can do that.
Yeah.
But that's not making you a better player.
Correct. That's true.
Yeah, if you're one of those guys like Jalen Johnson, who is at IMG, was in our league. He's a top 5 in the 2020 class. Legit kid, probably lottery in my opinion. He needs a summer. He needs AU. He needs to go against those guys. You don't. You got to go play against your friends and play. But that's what's crazy about the game now. I think.
And Coach, I think that's what I'd like to sort of drive home in the conversation we're having. 25 years ago when AAU started, it was the top 100 players going at it. Everybody else was with their high school teams in the summer, learning how to play with whatever the coach was teaching. And we have totally lost the vision of what the whole travel ball world is. As I've often said, if you want to, one of the things besides going back to that model, that the travel stuff is from June to July. And hammered into that period. There's not these year-long programs that we're just, what are we doing?
It's money. It's 100% money. It's money driven. It's shoe driven. It's all this. Yeah. The problem is, like I said, in Wisconsin's had some legit players in the last 10, 20 years. Like Hero is I might be rookie of the year in the NBA, in my opinion. He can play. And he didn't even go to Wisconsin. He can play. Yeah. Anyway, we've got those kids.
Yeah.
We have a very small piece of those kids. The rest of them, I don't understand they're chasing a dream that they're being sold. It's like a bait and switch.
You're right.
That's what bothers me.
You're right. And again, for us, we would spend. I'm a big believer, and we did shoot a lot of practice. So we did a lot of shooting stuff at practice. It's funny as you've heard my philosophy. It's a defensive mindset, but we just shot the heck out of the ball at practice. I thought it was good to teach it and drill it.
It's a skill that's lost for young coaches. It's been really hard in my career because I'm thinking, oh, we got to work on this. I literally, on the top of my practice plan now, say that we, like 25, we got to get shots up because it's that skill that's lost. Like if you don't, it's kind of like hitting a curveball. If you don't consistently see balls coming at you, you won't hit it. I'm telling my son, I said, you got 3 days. If you take more than 3 days off, your shot's going to go.
Yep.
Because it's just a repetition thing. It's just that, yeah.
And coach, sometimes as we get older in this game as coaches, you forget what the mindset of a 15-year-old kid is.
Right.
Their defense gets a lot better when they see the ball go through the hoop on offense.
Yeah. Yes.
So we're at practice the one day, it's a couple years ago, and we've been blessed, obviously, with a lot of former pros in the area down in West Palm that would come out to just be around our program. We're in the gym, and Tayshaun Prince, who played at Kentucky, knew one of our assistants. He said, "Hey, you guys are on half court takes. We were in a game prep mode." He said, "Do you mind if I come in and get some shots up on the other end at the end of your practice?" I said, "No, it's not a problem." So we had a young team, we started 3 freshmen that year who were learning the game and great athletes. And we would always do the 5 spots of shooting. Like I was something that we were going to drive home. We were going to be, left, right into your shot, 1 dribble, pull up, simplify the game. And they would fight it all the time just because that's the natural 15-year-old kid. And they wanted to bounce it 87 times. And
don't even get me started on the trainers who are teaching all that dribbling stuff before.
So how about this? Tayshaun's at the other end by himself. Because he was just there with the ball. He didn't pull a gun out. He was just shooting. He goes right to the 5 spots, and he's doing all the same stuff at the 5 spots. And our kids are starting to look down and go, "Coach, look what Tayshaun Prince." I said, "Yeah, guys, that's college basketball. That's what players do.
Right.
The ones who the best of the best have a go-to move and a counter. That's it.
Right. My best point guard that I ever coached had a move and a counter. That's all he had.
Period.
And he's quick as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, those 2 things. That's all you need. A move and a counter move. All this other stuff that people are doing, don't need it.
It's a shame. And it's hard. It is so hard to watch at times the game when it gets into that.
It's a turnover. What I say, it's a turnover waiting to happen.
No doubt.
Dribbling the damn ball so much.
Yeah. No doubt.
So let's talk about the tournament. Go ahead and tell people about it.
So the Rock Holiday Classic, this is my first year with it at Windermere. They've definitely been doing, I want to say it's at least 8 years, 9 years.
7 or 8 at least.
Yeah. And we're talking about, and what I like about it is this is 7 of the, very good programs around the country.
Right.
And Windermere Preps is the 8, but I mean, it's a local, as the local team. But
right.
When I saw the list of some of those teams and the diversity of those teams and their style of plays, that it's definitely going to be an exciting 3 days there, with Sunday being off for everyone to sort of enjoy Disney, which is right around the corner, and just to see good basketball play. I mean, we also have a girls tournament that goes with it. Again,
I know this is the first time the girls have gone. We got a couple legit. We got at least 2 Division I girls, and it's like Coach came up to me in the hallway. He goes, "Oh, I looked at our first round, and then I looked at our second round." I go, "Well, okay, you're not going to these things not to be pushed. You want to be pushed." I said, "Don't worry about it's what we were talking about before. I'm not worried. I mean, I want to win it, but I'm also going down there because I get them by myself for 5, 6. It's basically a retreat. All these tournaments I've gone to, gone to Myrtle Beach, all that stuff. It's about me getting them with me for 5 or 6 days,
which is awesome.
Yeah, that's the best part about these tournaments.
And here's the second best part, Coach, for you. It took me a long time to get used to down here. I'd walk out of a practice on January 15th out of the gym in a pair of shorts and a right outside, hop in the car, and head home for the day. As I'm past the palm trees and
it's dark when I leave. It's like it's dark when I go to school, and it's dark when I come home, and it's cold. That's basically
It's and it's the wind. People ask me all the time, what don't you miss about PA? The wind. And I know the Wisconsin area. I mean, I can only imagine coming off those buses with the wind chill, and it just smacks you right in the face.
Well, last year we didn't have school for 4 or 5 days because it was too cold.
Oh, wow.
Cold days. Like I went outside and threw boiling water up, and it froze before it hit the ground. It's crazy.
Now, are you allowed to practice or no?
We can't.
Yeah,
we used to be able to, but now they don't let. I mean, in the old days we used to be able to, but now
think about this. How funny is this? Just to I know you've coached in Wisconsin for a long time. Going into your season every year, and you're not. It's not on a schedule somewhere, but a game's going to get snowed out. School's going to get canceled. You could have 3 days off. You come down here to Florida, and that's never a problem.
Right.
You're going to play every game. You're going to practice every practice.
I know.
It's so different. I mean, it's those little things, right, that you think.
And I don't have any control over it. It's no control over it. So it's like it used to bother me more. Now it doesn't. Like, what am I going to do about it? Like,
no doubt.
I'm going to stay home and watch some tape and those kind of things. All right. So any parting words for the listeners?
No, I tell you what, this is, I really appreciate having me on and talking. I feel like
this is awesome.
To hear coaches talk about, again, the next generation of coach that we're trying to help.
Youngsters. That's who's listening to this. I mean, before I talk to you, I just got off a coach that's, he's got his first game tomorrow. He's coaching like 7th graders. He goes, he's worried about how to deal with the parents and all the stuff that you and I dealt with a long time ago. I go, have a parent meeting. It will be okay. A lot of the questions you're asking me will not be the questions in 24 hours because once you throw them in and it's like, whoa, it's like, you don't know what's going on.
And again, though, I think it's funny. I think if that last thought for young coaches is figure out a way to enjoy your process.
Yeah,
that's a struggle I often had. When as the longer I got into coaching, the wins they weren't enjoyable because it was worried about the next game, and the losses just ruined the whole house.
Yep.
And again,
it's about the journey. That's what I tell people. It's about the journey. It's not about the destination. It's about the journey. It's like what we were talking about before. Well, Coach, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you being on.
Yeah, we're looking forward to seeing you here over the holidays. And
I'm going to try to get this up before we come down for sure.
Good deal, Coach. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Thanks.
Thinking about upgrading your sleep? Now is the time to shop Sleep Number. Trusted by millions for nearly 40 years, Sleep Number offers superior comfort, personalized adjustability, temperature benefits, and value that is unmatched in the industry. And right now, during the Sleep Number Labor Day sale, all mattresses are on sale. Invest in your sleep and experience firsthand Sleep Number's personalized comfort. Stop by a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com to learn more.
Hey, it's Mike Rowe, and it just occurred to me that ZipRecruiter has been sponsoring my podcast, The Way I Heard It, for the last 10 years. Consequently, I've agreed to sing their jingle at the end of this commercial in 4-part harmony, all by myself. Why would I do that? Because years ago, when the MicroWorks Foundation was expanding and I was desperate to hire a few uniquely qualified individuals, I posted a job for free on ZipRecruiter, and I found the people I was looking for in less than 24 hours. It's that simple. Ever since, I've been telling my audience that ZipRecruiter got me the most qualified, most interested people. And now I'm telling you. Post a job for free at ZipRecruiter.com/zip and watch what happens. That's ZipRecruiter.com/zip. And now, here's their official jingle in 4-part harmony.
Build your team, build it sooner, meet your match at ZipRecruiter.